up, awesome people, and welcome to the very first Wi-Fi shenanigans for 2016! I've actually forgotten the last time I've done one of these. I didn't do any because at the end of the last year, because I did go on holidays, did not have a single chance to do any while I was over there. I've come back and I've just had problem after problem trying to get online. I've had that many DCs. I mean, even getting tonight's video, I had to endure 10 DCs because I just can't stay connected to the server for some odd reason. I have no idea if it's because of Nintendo servers getting ready for Poke Tekken or if it's my stupid OSNet. I don't know what is going on, but I have a video, that's the main point. So this one's up against Ixen, and I do apologise, this one may not be the very best, but it's the only battle that I got that was actually considered decent. And the funny thing is, I've not even using probably my strongest Pokemon, and the strongest Pokemon is actually a 3IV Pokemon. I think some people may know what that is because it is the new 2016 VGC rules. So that means we can use 2 cover legendaries, and I think some people might have just clicked as to what Pokemon I might be using, considering the team format for this particular team as well. So I wouldn't really say this is my strongest team I've made so far for VGC. The Sand team is still, in my opinion, stronger than this one, but this was still pretty fun considering to play with. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the action. Alright, so this was up against Ixen, and again, I think you may have already seen this was on the free spot, free battle as well, so it is random battles. So they're going to lead with Leopard and Hydreigon, so I'm thinking probably Thunderwave straight off the bat here from the Leopard, or Attract, the Encore probably coming as well. Hydreigon, I'm not too sure what it could be running. It could be running the Choice Scarf or Choice Specs, Life Orb. There's multiple sets Hydreigon to run, which is quite annoying. So Leopard goes for the Fake Out there. Fake Out's my Clef Key, which went for the Thunderwave that turn, I do believe, so I can't go for that. I protected there with Ninetales, so Earth Power did not work there on the Ninetales. I'm assuming it's going to be a Choice Specs Hydreigon, which is going to be fine because Ninetales is special defensive, max health, max special defense there on Ninetales. I still do that considerably well, and there he is, there's the Life Orb recall damage, so it's Life Orb with Earth Power. I'd say that's a pretty common set in VGC, so I think I got Encore into Protect there, so it's like, oh great, so Ninetales is kind of useless now. So Dazzling Gleam there from the Clef Key hits both Hydreigon and Leopard quite hard, considering I have no EVs at all in special attack. I'm going to swap that there with Ninetales because there's not really much I can do there with the Ninetales, plus I'm predicting an Earth Power from the Hydreigon there, which is not going to affect the Charizard at all. Swagger there on my Clef Key, which is very interesting, so the Power Fusion there on Clef Key. That shouldn't affect me too much, even at a +2, because Clef Key is max health, max defense, and its attack isn't exactly anything to boast about, with something like 8 IVs in attack or something. It's dreadful. Anyways, Dazzling Gleam there is going to finish off the Hydreigon and the Leopard. I did predict that Earth Power correctly as well, which didn't affect the Charizard. So that was awesome, free swapping for the Charizard. So this is the exact same Charizard that I actually used for competitive battling as well in singles, which is great. So didn't exactly have to do too much here, I just swapped one move out for another move. Alright, so they're going to bring in their Drapion and Sceptile. So I'm like, oh, this is probably Mega Sceptile, and dead bang on the money there. So it's going to Mega Evolve into the Mega Sceptile. Totally didn't see that coming or anything, which kind of works out quite well considering they're probably predicting like a Thunder Wave from my Clef Key, so I'll take that and do the Lightning Rod boost there on the Sceptile. Alright, so I'm still confused, and I hit myself in confusion, does a little bit of damage there. I think I went for Metal Sound there, just on the Drapion or the Sceptile. I can't remember who I actually chose, but I did miss there with the Heat Wave on Sceptile, but it does burn the Drapion, which did about close to a 3/4 damage there as well, which is great. Even with the Sun Up, the Drapion's Fire Fang is still not going to do very much to Clef Key. Also, the fact that it is burnt as well is going to do very little there. Plus, as I've already mentioned, Clef Key is max health, max defense as well. So I still failed to launch a move, which is like awesome. So again, the Sceptile misses the Heat Wave, but Drapion does go down to the Heat Wave, which is awesome. I didn't really see Drapion as a threat really, just considering it was burnt, and I don't think it was running anything great. Like, unless it had Sword Dance, I would have been a bit afraid. Dragon Pulse does fail to kill the Charizard, and they forfeited there because there wasn't really much they could do. They had Sceptile left, and they were weak to the Charizard. I don't know if they figured out that Charizard was Choice Scarfed as well, so I was locked into Heat Wave. Plus, I did have Sunny Day left on the Clef Key as well, so I could have just got the Sunny Day back up again. Solar Power could have been running again. Don't think it really mattered because Sceptile was down into the red. So I didn't get a chance to use the Mega Houndoom either. Yes, it is the Mega Houndoom as well. So that is pretty much just a taste of the lower end of my Sun team. The other 2 Pokemon in my team is Groudon, Primal Groudon of course. As I said, it's only 3 IVs because that's all I had on hand. Usually I have something like 4 IVs or 5 IVs from Soth resetting. But when I was doing one of my playthroughs for ORAS, I had a relaxed synchronized Pokemon on me, and I was lucky enough to get max health, max attack, max defense in the Groudon, which is ironically the one that I'm running now on this particular team. So yeah, it's been interesting using Groudon. Let's just say it's not killing very much. Well, it's not living a lot of special type moves, that's for sure. So that's one particular battle. The other battle that I had that is probably noteworthy is this one. This is probably the second best battle that I've had, which actually says a lot about the type of battles that I've had. A lot of the time I come up against tryhards, and it's quite hard to win when you're using a gimmicky team like this. So just for the hell of it, I'm just going to show this quick battle. So they're going to leave the Darkrai and Garchomp. Oh, I totally didn't see the Darkrai coming. I think they had like... Oh, I can't remember what else this person had, but it was like, oh lord, I don't know what I'm going up against. So anyways, Ninetale's going to put up the Drought, and I'm just going to Thunder Wave that Darkrai, just to make sure it doesn't go for the Dark Void. So it's paralyzed, and it does get the Para Hacks that turn, which is awesome. So of course, the Garchomp's going to go for the Earthquake. That's going to hit both Ninetales and Clefplay quite hard, and it's going to just miss out on the kill there on my Ninetales, which is quite funny. Right, so I go for the Swagger here on the Darkrai, raising its attack by +2, but I do cause it confusion, so now the Parafusion's up, which is great. And that also means I can outspeed it next turn, and probably come close to taking it out with the Klefki's Dazzling Gleam. Unfortunately though, the Garchomp is going to outspeed me, going to take out the Ninetales. Oh well, I did want to try out the Attract on Garchomp as well, and get the Swagger going there, followed up by the Foul Play combo, but didn't quite happen. So anyways, the Darkrai does go out by the Dazzling Gleam. I think Garchomp did close to half damage. Anyways, a third Pokemon's going to be the Thundurus in Theorem form. So I'm like, that's interesting. I don't tend to see Theorem form Thundurus at all as much, considering that normal Thundurus has Prankster and it's like overused. Not so much with the Theorem form because it does have Voltorb. So I sent out the Mega Houndoom here, but I'm just basically chilling and just having fun here because I've had that many bad battles, it's not funny. Alright, so I've got Solar Power going on the Houndoom, considering the sun is up, and Flamethrower is going to absolutely annihilate that Thunderous Theorem. Not too sure it's one of those 6 IV ones that you see floating around now and again. Dazzling Gleam is going to hit the Garchomp pretty hard, just misses out on the kill there in the very low red. Solar Power is going to do a little bit of recall damage on Houndoom, and their last Pokemon is Tyranitar, who's going to set up the Sandstream. I'm like, they're probably thinking, yes, I got rid of that Solar Power, but the Klefki does have Sunny Day. It does have the Heat Rocket on it as well, so it's 8 turns of Sun. I could have run it on Ninetales, but I did want Ninetales to be quite bulky Pokemon, considering I do have Swagger, Attract, I can't remember what else I got, Flower Play and something else. So anyways, Tyranitar's going to go down to that Solar Beam, which was quite funny, and the Garchomp's going to keep going for this Dragon Pulse. I don't know why they didn't go for Dragon Pulse when the Theorem form was out. Last I checked, that was still Electric Flying. I could be wrong there. So yeah, I missed with the metal sound. So I was like, oh, I wanted to troll with -2 special defense. Not like it mattered because the Flamethrower was going to kill, considering the sun was up and Solar Power boost as well. So yeah, as I said, that was just a fun battle. Just I wanted to show off a few more Pokemon from this team. I might use this team a few more times in the future, as well as the Sand team, but I would like to come up with another 6 double team to use, so I can showcase a few more Pokemon. As I said, I've only really been doing double battles just to try out something new, so I'm trying to avoid the overpowered, overused VGC Pokemon. Just try and take a new aspect to the whole VGC thing. I'm not doing ranked this year, guys, no way. That's very intimidating when you're using gimmick sets. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this video. As I said already, I apologise for the probably lackluster battles, but as I said, this is the very first video for 2016. Even I've got to warm up again. Also, the reason why I did this team, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I was actually doing this particular team because I wanted footage for a particular Pokemon, and the funny thing was, this whole entire 2-bit battles, that Pokemon was not used, so damn it! That was a bit of a shame. I actually wanted footage for that particular Pokemon for an upcoming video in February, which is when all the new stuff comes to the channel. So damn, I'm gonna have to use like Battle Mason because I can't get any footage with it. I've got like 2 minutes worth of footage, that's it. So it's gonna have to be Battle Mason by the looks of it. So anyways guys, that's it for this Wi-Fi Wednesday. Hopefully we can get some more constant flowing Wi-Fi Wednesday stuff happening. And hopefully I get out of this little momentum of, oh my god, I'm in just slow start at the moment with Wi-Fi battles. It's not funny. So yeah, until next time, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever.